You may have heard of the Physical Education Hall of Shame by PE Central in your introductory teaching methods class here at Grand Valley. This presentation will highlight some of the inappropriate games and practices featured in the Physical Education Hall of Shame. All the activities or practices discussed in the presentation are considered ineffective, inappropriate, or even harmful to students, and should be avoided by current and future teachers. During teacher observations, you may see some current teachers using some of these practices or games, and as a future professional, you should consider modifications which can be applied to make the activity meet physical education's goals and objectives, or alternative activities which could be used. Some historically popular physical education games and activities are physically unsafe or even violent. Students participating in these activities are at considerable risk of serious harm, and aggressive behavior is encouraged because it increases a team's chances of winning. Dodgeball is not appropriate for physical education classes because the risk for injury far outweighs any benefits students might gain by participating. Many other activities effectively teach overhand throwing, such as team handball, Kickball, and target games, and can be used instead. Next, Red Rover presents a high likelihood of serious injury with virtually no physical activity benefits or skills learned. Students should not be running into or tackling their peers during physical education. Finally, Gaga Ball without modifications is also inappropriate for physical education classes. Violent strikes can scare and hurt students, and eliminated students lose the opportunity to participate in physical activity. Creating rules to allow only controlled hits and letting students re-enter the game after they do a quick activity are steps towards making Gaga Ball appropriate for physical education. Many activities commonly used in physical education do not promote sustained physical activity. Many of these games are elimination games, such as traditional tag and musical chairs. For example, in traditional tag, less skilled players are eliminated as they are tagged until the last player remaining wins the game. In this way, the players who are eliminated first are those that can most benefit from participating in the activity, which is why elimination games are inappropriate. Elimination games can usually be easily modified by allowing students to re-enter the game or removing elimination altogether. Additionally, some games simply involve little physical activity. In Kickball, 90% of the students watch while one student kicks the ball and a couple students on defense make a play. Games like soccer or speedball teach the manipulative skill of kicking and involve greater participation from all students. Finally, activities in which only a couple of students participate in physical activities at a time, such as duck, duck, goose, and relay races, shouldn't be used in physical education classes. During physical education, all students should be participating in physical activity at the same time, as this increases time spent being active and reduces the likelihood of embarrassment or shame. The games listed on this slide put students on display in front of their peers during physical education, creating opportunities for embarrassment and potentially decreasing students' confidence and self-esteem. Climb the rope, an activity which was popular in fitness-focused physical education classes, has a high potential for student harm, engages only one student at a time, and causes less fit students to feel shame. Next, Simon Says puts all students on display in front of their peers. Everyone sees when the student is eliminated. Additionally, less skilled students are eliminated quickly, which limits their opportunity for improving skills. During relay races, each student is pressured to not lose for the race for the team, and physical activity time is minimal. Although team races may be used in physical education classes, they should be more cooperative and less competitive, such as all of the students on a team moving together to make consecutive throws of a ball from one sideline to the other. Finally, the teaching practice of one line, one ball, one chance is very inappropriate. Students feel intense pressure to succeed when it's their turn, and physical activity participation is minimal. If the physical education program is so ill-equipped that they only have a couple balls, the teacher should choose games that involve all of the students in large groups, rather than one student at a time as others wait in line. Physical education activities and practices should be focused towards meeting curricular goals aligned with the national physical education standards from Shape America. Students should learn a wide variety of motor and manipulative skills, and they should also gain cognitive, social, and affective skills. Asking students to walk the track demonstrates that the physical education teacher is not interested in planning developmentally appropriate, engaging activities for their students. Practicing walking does not meet PE's curricular goals, because students are already very proficient in this movement pattern and it's something they're going to do every day anyways. Furthermore, tug of war is a very inappropriate game, not only because there is potential for rope burn and injury, but also because the only physical activity involved is isometric muscular straining. Instead, students can effectively increase their muscular fitness by doing a wide range of dynamic strength movements through their full range of motion. Physical education has a long history of many inappropriate teaching practices, which are ineffective for teaching skills and may degrade and belittle students. For example, letting student captains choose teams causes students who are chosen last to feel intense embarrassment and shame. Instead, the physical education teacher should use a wide variety of random grouping techniques or should place students in pre-selected teams which are balanced for skill. Furthermore, taking attendance while students sit in squad lines is a waste of instructional time. Teachers should create a consistent start of class procedure involving student-led or student-directed warm-up, so the teacher can take attendance while students are being physically active. Finally, exercise as punishment is a negative practice in PE because punishing students with exercise teaches them that physical activity is undesirable. Instead, students should be rewarded with physical activity opportunities, and both winning teams and losing teams should participate in additional physical activities. Physical educators should remember that they're teaching students how to be physically active for a lifetime, not developing varsity or Olympic athletes. Physical education lessons should be designed so that all students can succeed and so that students learn the skills necessary to be physically active for a lifetime. When you're writing lesson plans, observing current teachers, or in your fieldwork placement, remember to avoid the inappropriate practices featured in this presentation and carefully consider how teachers can modify inappropriate or ineffective activities to support all students' development. Thank you for watching, and together let's make physical education a respected and valued discipline.